Armored Warfare hits 500,000 beta signups, Perfect World International gives out level boosts, H1Z1 gets an early access date, all that and more. I'm Zach Sharps, and this is Free to Play Weekly. This week, My.com and Obsidian Entertainment announced their team-based action MMO tank game has reached over 500,000 beta signups. Running on the CryEngine 3, Armored Warfare features large-scale battles along with joint co-op missions to bring forth a competitive tank-based game. I doubt any of you guys will be able to get the 500,001 sign up, but if you're hyped up about another tank game hitting the market, be sure to sign up on the official Armored Warfare site. The third-person shooter by OG Planet and NeoWiz, Dizzel, has been officially launched this week. Don't know what Dizzel is? Well, it's a third-person shooter that focuses on what OG Planet and NeoWiz call a more, quote, hardcore, end quote, style of gameplay. Featuring cover mechanics similar to that in Gears of War, fatalities, and a Predator mode that allows one person to take on the role of a boss and attempt to take down a full squad of players, Dizzel is at the very least interesting on the surface. To celebrate the game's official launch, 17 new weapon skins, 5 new weapons, 3 characters, 5 new maps, a daily mission system, and a clan vs clan mode has been released. If you're interested in playing Dizzel, make sure to go use the discount code DZLaunch14 on OG Planet's website to get a starter pack. But what are you guys waiting for? Go out there and frag some noobs. Fans of DC Universe Online will be happy to know that Update 43 is now live. Sony Online Entertainment has added a PvE mode for their Legends system, allowing players to jump in a Legends experience of their own. The Legends PvE mode allows players to take their favorite unlocked characters into PvE-centric story instances, and all unlocked heroes are available to use so long as the provided character does not appear in the instances as part of the content. Releasing the instant South Gotham Courthouse alert this month for Legends PvE, SOE plans on releasing new event instances on an almost monthly schedule. As a reward for these instances, players will get 1 Mark of Legend per boss that can be spent unlocking more heroes for Legends mode if they wish. Also included in this update was Deathstroke being added to the Legends roster, a new combat HUD update, changes made to specific powers, and more. Being that this was a pretty large update for the game, we're not really able to provide specific details on the specific powers being tweaked and also balancing. However, it's really great to see SOE showing continued support for their superhero MMORPG. If you want further details about the patch, head on over to the official DC Universe Online forums. True to his word, SOE's president John Smedley spilled the beans on H1Z1's early access date this week, stating on the H1Z1 subreddit early access will start on January the 15th of 2015, and there will be 2 packages sold at the early access launch. You can purchase the $19.99 basic deal that gets you into the game, or the more expensive package that gives you access to different game mode servers and other to be announced perks. Smedley went on to state the following: "It's everything early access should be, a fun and compelling game that isn't finished. Our goal is to have you help us finish it and have it be a game we can build a large community in over time. I'm quite interested in H1Z1, but after the War Z aka Infestation survival stories and DayZ, I'll tread these waters carefully because of past disappointments in the zombie survival genre. Are you guys interested in H1Z1 though? Leave a comment down below." Following the trend of EverQuest 2 and World of Warcraft, Perfect World International from now until January the 16th will be giving away 1 free level 95 boost. In anticipation of their new expansion Eclipse releasing on December the 16th, that will feature a bulk of new content, 2 new classes, and a new race, it is in my opinion smart to give players a boost. However, this boost cannot be utilized with the new classes, so you have to level those the old-fashioned way. The illusionary crystal that boosts your character to level 95 will be featured on the cash shop at a later date, and is said to be valued at $60. With the recent trend of fast track boosts within the MMO industry, I want to go ahead and drop the question of the week. Last week on the show, we asked the question, when it comes to browser-based games, do they intrigue you or turn you off, and why? A user by the name of Xlo Fireflame stated, I avoid browser-based games for the simple reason they are usually not very complex or have many cool features. I also avoid them because I have noticed that with browser-based games, more often than not, they have a cache drop that breaks the game, and I'm not saying that downloadable games don't, but I see it much more often in browser than downloadable games. Thanks for a response, and if you want your comment possibly featured in next week's episode, make sure to leave a comment down below. This week's question is, with the recent trend of fast-track level boosts within the MMO industry, Perfect World International, EverQuest 2, and World of Warcraft to name a few, do you see this as a good thing or a bad thing? I'm very intrigued with where this discussion will go because most communities I've been a part of frown on this practice, but who knows, maybe some people have started warming up to the idea. Gazillion's action RPG Marvel Heroes got a new roster addition this week, adding in a third character to the villains lineup of playable characters. Magneto hits the game being voiced by James Arnold Taylor. Sporting either his classic red-colored suit or his white costume, Marvel Heroes players will be able to unlock Magneto the same way as they do other characters, either by using farmed Eternity Splinters or by paying $17.99 to unlock the full character bundle that includes both colored costumes and a few other goodies. So what are you waiting for? Start farming them splinters or pull out your credit cards. Gazillion commands it. In our last bit of news this week, in light of Black Desert's open beta phase in the East starting soon, Pearl Abyss and Dom Games gave Western fans some confirmation. As we've all known for quite some time now, Black Desert is starting its beta early in 2015, but this week, confirmed further by Dom Games CEO, their goal is to have a full launch sometime in 2016. Being that I've played Black Desert in both its first Korean closed beta test and third, the game is shaping up to be a very solid addition to the genre, and depending on its polish, could deter some people away from another sandbox MMO out there on the market. Arcade. It's unfortunate that we have to for sure wait one more year for the launch of Black Desert, but luckily we only have to wait a few more months until beta, so that's a thing. Well guys, that does it for the news this week, and as always, make sure to check out the giveaways page on mmobomb.com for lots of chances at free goodies. But as always guys, signing off until next week's episode of Free to Play Weekly, my name is Zach Sharps, and I will catch you guys next time.